Volume La Lahaina Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, Wamalakia, Bahashem Hawat, Kakoras, Rakathum, the water Bible Bar, Wakwam Yasharala. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who teach us daily, and to the men out there teaching the lightwise doctrine that say you shalom. Today we're going to get into a video whereas same usual suspects, Edomites being violent against Northern Kingdom, just because Northern Kingdom came out there to do some yard work. So a father and son, Edomite, they jumped him. And guess what? Their lawyer said they claimed in self-defense. When they started the fight over lies, they lied on the man and said that he came up in the yard or something on a sidewalk, which nobody owns the sidewalk. See, that's how petty Esau is. All this mind spirit. That's a child. Get out of my neighborhood. Go back to your country. All this mine. Well, the truth of the fact is, nothing ain't yours. You just say it is. So you done said it so much, people starting to think that, but you don't own shit. If you own that sidewalk, pick it up and put it in your pocket. You don't. Just like Edomites always trying to buy up land. You don't own that land because guess what? When you die, you can't take that land with you. You can't put it in your pocket. So I don't understand this mind spirit of Edomites. They always so possessive of everything, but they own nothing because they stole it all. I don't understand that spirit at all. I don't want to understand it because it's being covetous. That's what it all rooted in, being covetous. Let's get a definition. Covet, definition. To covet, which is an abomination to the Lord. To covet means to have a very strong, often inappropriate desire for something that belongs to someone else. It describes deep, envious craving to possess something that is difficult to obtain or out of reach. That is covetous. Being covetous, you just want everything just for the hell of it, so you can say it's yours. That's a very childish spirit. Now, it's a scripture on that. Let's get let me see if I can find it. How's it go? Uh, and being covetous is also related to being carnal. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Let me find this scripture. Okay, y'all. I found a couple of scriptures I was looking for. Salakia for that. But this is one of the scriptures. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 9. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such as one setteth his own soul to sell, because while he liveth, he cast away his bow. And there's a couple more. Let me see, where are they? Um, yeah. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 10, verse 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor, let them be taken in the devices they have imagined. For the wicked boasts of his heart's desire, and bless the covetous whom the Lord abhors. See, we told you the Lord hates covetousness. But see, Esau been so covetous for so long, that's all he knows. Matter of fact, he got it programmed in his mind that it's his right to own everything and everybody else has nothing. That's how screwed up this man is in his head. Now it says, bless the covetous, because they think the Lord is with all their theft. But it says here, whom the Lord abhorreth. What does abhorreth mean? Get a definition. Abhor definition. Abhor is a verb that means to regard something with extreme repugnance, hatred, or loathing. The Lord hates that. Matter of fact, being covetous is a sin. It describes a deep, shuddering aversion or intense dislike, especially towards behaviors or principles believed to be morally wrong. That's why the Lord abhors the covetous. He abhors Edomites. So let's go ahead and get the video, and you're going to see this. You're going to see how this lawyer lies and says self-defense when they initiated the fight with weapons. This man out here with no weapons, a Northern Kingdom guy. Let's go ahead and get it. Now, the name of this video is Attorney Defends Father and Son Accused of Beating Down Landscaper with Bat. Check it out.
A father and son are now facing charges after police say that they attacked a landscaper who was just working on their neighbor's lawn.
Surveillance video captured this beating in Massapequa Park. News 4's Paisley Chang has more on what the landscaper says sparked the confrontation.
Oh man, I'm all messed up, banged up, tired, it's like worn out. I got a serious headache.
Tony Ayala feels fortunate to be able to talk and stand today after this beating he suffered that was captured on video. Police.
Now, how is that self-defense? How is it? See, that's just Edomites being violent.
Arrested the two men who allegedly beat him with a metal bat and a stick.
He's yelling at us saying, he's like, hey, stay the F off my property. I was like, excuse me, sir, what do we do? He was like, you drove out my driveway.
Ayala says 67-year-old Brian McKeon was angered that Ayala had used this sidewalk in front of his house to access the neighbor's house on Grant Street, a property he maintains weekly.
Now, you see how far that sidewalk is from his house? See? And the sidewalk is not yours. That is public domain. Let's go to the book of Micah. Chapter 2. Verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds when the morning is light. They practice it because it is in the power of their hands. Listen to this. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. I read that to say that this is how Esau got all the land that he's in current possession of, through violence or economic hitmen, that paperwork. See? Verse 3, therefore thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for the time is evil. Esau always taking somebody's shit by violence and then want to whip out some paperwork to solidify it's his. He give himself permission to steal your shit, basically. And then he claims victim when you try to take it back. You are the aggressor when you try to take back your own shit. You are the aggressor when you try to defend yourself against Edomites like these. That's why the lawyer claims self-defense. How dare you not allow me to beat your ass? This is what these Edomites think. This is how they think. Let's go.
He was like, don't walk on my property. I explained to
See all that mine. Like I said, when you die, you can't take it with you. You can't put it in your pocket while you're alive. So how is it yours?
the gentleman. I said, hey, sir, guess what? That's a public sidewalk. That's a public entrance to the sidewalk that just so happens to lead to your driveway. But nobody walked on your driveway.
Police say the video shows McKeon grab a wooden rod and his son Brian McKeon Jr. wielding a metal baseball bat, crossing into their neighbor's yard and attacking Ayala over and over again. Prosecutors say he was bashed on the head. Both father and son pleaded not guilty to assault and criminal possession of a weapon.
They pleaded not guilty when the footage shows otherwise, them attacking this man. So, in order to claim self defense, you got to be attacked first. That's not the case.
Their attorney saying they acted out of self-defense.
This was an ongoing dispute that the McKeons tried repeatedly to de-escalate, and unfortunately,
With a bat and a stick running up on a man, that's de escalation. That is not de escalation, that is assault. See, what do you expect from an Edomite? Psalm chapter 58, verse 3, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
this complainant had a different thought in mind. This will all play out in court.
It breaks my heart about what happened to him.
This is a witness. Listen to what he said. He's a neighbor.
On the front lawn of my driveway, there was just no reason for it.
But Thomas Kuchera, who owns the home and has known Ayala for years, says there was no long-term dispute between Ayala and his neighbors.
They came onto my property with weapons.
See how the lawyer just lied? See, that's all they do. The lawyer said that they've been at this for years and years, but he said no. Let's run it back. Let's go back to the lawyer. His lying ass.
This was an ongoing dispute that the McKeons tried repeatedly to de-escalate.
This is an ongoing dispute that the McKeons try to de-escalate repeatedly. Now listen to what the neighbor says.
And unfortunately, this complainant had a different thought in mind. This will all play out in court.
It breaks my heart about what happened to him on the front lawn of my driveway. There was just no reason for it.
But Thomas Kuchera, who owns the home and has known Ayala for years, says there was no long-term dispute between Ayala and his neighbors.
Somebody lying. Put all my chips on the lawyer's line, because that's all they do, especially when they want to railroad an Israelite to prison.
They came onto my property with weapons to go after the man. So right there, there's no way of justifying that. There's no way of saying this was reasonable.
Ayala also has no idea what set them off, but is focused on recovering so he can go back to work.
I don't know what their end game was. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much hate do you really have in your heart?
How is that self-defense? You saw them attacking him first.
McKeon Sr. was released on his own recognizance. His attorney says he has been with the FDNY for 37 years. His son...
He's been with the FDNY, New York Fire Department. See? Just like that dude down in Georgia who shot up that black family reunion with a AK-47. He was a fire chief. Now, you see how the racists are in the high positions of society, and you wonder why your country's so fucked up, because you got animals like these in leadership positions. Look at Trump.
McKeon Jr. was released on $2,500 cash bail. They are both due back in court on July 6th, and they both had to sign orders of protection to stay away from Ayala, the landscaper. Reporting from Massapequa Park, Paisy Cheng, News 4, New York.
Damn shame. See? Same usual suspects, the bloody Edomite. That's all they know. They don't know how to use their words, except when it's time to lie. Let's get some scriptures. Job chapter 9, verse 24, the earth was given to the hand of the wicked, because the faces of the judge thereof, if not, where and who is he? Yeah, that's the only time they use their words, when it's lie time, which is every time they open their mouth. Revelation chapter 6, verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given unto him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. That's why you always see Edomites being violent. And that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. Psalms chapter 58, verse 2. Yet in heart ye work wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. That's all they know, because they're animals. Let's go here. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 11, verse 5. The Lord trieth the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence his soul hateth. Not the Lord loves everybody. Christians, where you at? Mm-hmm. Psalm chapter 73, verse 5. They're not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covers them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than the heart could wish. It's my sidewalk, my driveway. See, my country, go back to your country when they stole it from somebody else. But they don't want to talk about that. Yeah, this is being covetous. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than the heart could wish. That's being covetous. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. Now, when you speak loftily towards somebody, you are speaking in a manner which you think you better than somebody. That is Edomite pride all day. And then this line as lawyer. Isaiah chapter 26. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. And the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly and not behold the majesty of the Lord. See, he doing his job. A lawyer's job is to fill those prisons, regardless of whatever lie he got to tell. That's a lawyer. Jeremiah chapter 13, verse 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. That's why these Edomites can't do righteousness. They are programmed by the Lord to be the wicked. And as soon as you people accept that, because every time you start to believe in these Edomites and get disappointed, guess what? The cycle starts over. When the Lord created a thief, you think that thief gonna be honest? When the Lord created a murderer, you think he gonna be honest? When the Lord creates a liar, you think he gonna be honest? So why in the hell do you keep putting your trust in these Edomite males who repeatedly disappoint you? Why do you do that? It ain't because you are indoctrinated or drunk off the Babylonian wine. That's why. You believe every lying word these people say, regardless of how many times they get caught in lies. You are under a serious Babylonian spell. Let's go to Proverbs. I know MAGA catching hell now, but guess what? Every time Trump lies and disappoints them, they still got faith in him. Now, what is the definition of insanity? Yeah. Doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different outcome. So if Trump lies today, guess what? He's going to lie tomorrow. But for some reason, MAGA and all these Trump supporters, they're going to give him the benefit of a doubt. That is insanity. All it takes is one time for me to catch you in a lie, and you are deemed a liar from this point on. And if you choose to believe a liar and that liar gets over on you, you ain't got nobody to blame but yourself. Because a liar is going to do just that, lie. It's simple to understand, but you people complicated. You make yourselves insane by trying to make the lies true in your head. That's insanity. You know why lies don't make sense? Because they're not supposed to. That's how you know it's a lie, when it doesn't make sense. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 29. A violent man enticeth his neighbor and leadeth him in a way that is not good. See, they provoke you and then claim self-defense, just like Chud, punk ass. Isaiah chapter 59, verse 6. Now, these scriptures are originally for two-thirds Israelites, but you can apply this to Esau because this is where they got that behavior from. Isaiah chapter 59, verse 4. None calleth for justice, nor any pleader for truth. They trust in vanity and speak lies. They conceive mischief and bring forth iniquity. Verse 6. Their webs shall not become garments, neither shall they cover themselves with their works. Their works are works of iniquity, and the act of violence is in their hands. Did we not just witness that? Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. What did you just see? Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity, wasting and destruction are in their paths. The way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their goings. They have made them crooked paths. Whosoever goeth therein shall not know peace. That's why all the other nations are withdrawn from the United States and them knockoffs over there in our land, because they don't know peace. How many ceasefires have they broken? Exactly. This is a violent nation. This is all they know. That's why they're called brute beasts. You can't reason with brute beasts. That's why the Lord gonna put them down. Let's go here. This is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 19. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in the land. Now, how many times is that idea expressed in scriptures? It might be in different words, but it's saying the same thing. It's in the book of Obadiah. It's in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35. Let's get it. All this against, because they violence innocent blood against Jacob, against the Israelites. Verse 35, we can start at verse 11. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh, I will even do according to thine anger and according to thine fear, thine envy, which thou hast used out of hatred against them, and I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. Thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh, and I have heard all thy blasphemies which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying, they are laid desolate, they are given us to consume. That's what they think, because their laws allowed it. They got away with lynchings, they got away with stealing our property, they got away with burning down our towns, drowning our towns, taking our money, raping our women, murdering our children. See? They are laid desolate, they are given us to consume. That's what they think. Thus with your mouth you have boasted against me and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, when the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate. As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am the Lord. Now let's get it in Obadiah. Actually, let's go to Amos first. Amos, we can chapter 1. Amos chapter 1, verse 11. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. That's why you're in trouble, E. Now, before we go to Obadiah, let's go to the book of Amos, chapter 9. So this is what the Lord's going to do about your violent behavior toward his people. The book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof. And I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old, that they may possess the remnant of Edom, and all the heathen, which I call by my name, said the Lord that doeth this. We're going to possess y'all. Now let's get it in Obadiah. Hold on, y'all. All right, now let's go back to Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. See that pride? And he's doing that now. Salaki. Now let's go down. Verse 9. And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end of that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. Why, Lord? This is why. Verse 10, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. See? Verse 15, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. And what is that reward? Y'all saw that ass beating? Or they tried to beat his ass? Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 25. Verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to mine fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord. So we're going to get our lick back in the kingdom. We're going to get many licks and many kicks and many slaps. The breaking of necks, legs, etc. in the kingdom. And guess what? Your ass still going to have to work. It's like you had our babies out there picking cotton before they could even walk good. Yeah. We ain't gonna give a damn about your afflictions because the Lord brought these afflictions upon you through his people Israel. Let's see what else the Lord gonna do to you. Let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 14. Verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. Listen to this. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Who's the oppressor? Edomites. Verse 11, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows. The worm is spread under thee, and worms cover thee. That represents death, a low state. You're not happy because you're not in your kingdom anymore. You're going to be in ours. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? Yeah, through all their wars. That's how they weaken the nations. But they're going to be brought down to back to where they came from, that base level. When it says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? That's talking about how fast Esau going to fall from his kingdom to his hell. Because he's in his heaven now, because he's in rulership. We're in our hell now. But the Lord is about to reverse the roles. We're going to be in our heaven when we're in rulership. Esau and these other nations is going to be in their hell because they're going to be in captivity. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 9. Verse 5. And they will deceive everyone his neighbor and will not speak the truth. They have taught their tongue to speak lies and weary themselves to commit iniquity. One thing I always notice about Esau, he ain't coming unless he outmans you, outguns you. And what do we see in that video? 2 Edomites attacking a northern kingdom. See? With weapons, and he ain't have no weapons. So how is that self-defense? That's assault. Now, Northern Kingdom would have pulled out a gun and shot him. Guess what? They would have charged him for murder. But these Edomites can do all this dumb shit and get off on self-defense. That's why the Lord gonna destroy this bitch. Get a few more and close. Speaking of destroying, let's see how the Lord gonna destroy. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 50. Verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause up to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. They shall set themselves in array against her, battle formation. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. Verse 14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord. Those arrows are those nuclear missiles. Shout against her round about, she hath given her hand. Her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down, for it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her as she hath done, do unto her. Verse 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Because the Lord gonna put the spirit on these other nations to destroy America. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. The Lord hath opened his armory and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord Yahweh of hosts in the land of the Chaldees. Verse 29. Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she has done, do unto her. For she hath been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel. Verse 31, Behold, I am against thee, thou, O thou most proud, saith the Lord God of hosts. For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee, and the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour all round about him. So this country is finished, along with the inhabitants thereof, unless you are amongst the Lord's elect. The 144,000 and innumerable 1/3 who are Israelites. So all you heathen nations, all you Edomites out there that claim that God loves everybody, love, 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 guess what? He finna show y'all the same love y'all show his people. So if y'all ain't did nothing to us, great. Matter of fact, you might be an Israelite if you agree with what we say. And if you agree with the fact that Babylon is wicked and all the elites that's running this place, all the racists, you could be an Israelite. So I don't know what to tell you. You better buckle up, especially if you're Edom, because you don't know where you lie as far as how the Lord feels about you personally. Now, the Lord punishes nations and he punishes you individually. So guess what? All the Israelites were not wicked. That's why there's a remnant. But guess what? The righteous Israelites, they had to get it along with the 2/3. And the Lord loved us. Well, he loves us, Salakia. So if all you other nations about to get punished and the Lord does not, it's not your power, you better buckle up because the Lord finna work a mighty work in the earth. Matter of fact, we can end on out. The Lord does not love everybody. We can end it on the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God, and none else. And my people shall never be ashamed. So, all you godless heathens out there, all you godless Edomites out there, get ready. Because this just the beginning. A lot of y'all fooling right now. Your kingdom's still up and running. Wait till it falls. All you Jesus freaks out there. Wait till it falls. Your faith in the white boy gonna fold right along with it because he ain't coming to save nobody. He going into captivity with Trump, Obama, all these elites that's gonna survive that nuclear fallout if they survive. That's why they got the bunkers. So they can survive the nuclear fallout just to be the first fruits of slavery. It's a beautiful book with a very beautiful ending. Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, Hamashiach, Wa Malakia, by Hashem, Harawat, Kakorash, Barakatham, the water Bible Bar, Waparm Yasharab. And not to mention them knockoffs in our land. Ooh, they got a heavy price to pay. Shalom.